Hey guys, Eric Cogorno here with Performance Golf. Out here today with Miss Erika Larkin, the creator of the True Swing here with Performance Golf, an absolute trailblazer in golf instruction. I'm super pumped for you guys to be able to see Erika today and how we're going to talk about the easiest and most reliable way for you to start your golf swing. Erika, I watched your program and some of the videos in there. I think they're so good. You have a very unique ability to take these complex topics and turn them into very easy to do things for the golfers here. So A, I love them.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being out here today. And when we talk about the backswing and the takeaway in particular, I know it's not your favorite term of the world, we're going to talk about why maybe trying to spend too much time and posing that takeaway is a bad idea, why you want to create true motion instead. And we're going to give you 2 or 3 take-home drills. You can build this into your own golf swing, use this when you go practice. So ultimately we can hit the ball better and play better golf. Let's flip-flop roles here, Erika, for a moment. And when we talk about how to start the golf swing, I think in particular, maybe reversing the sequence of what most golfers normally do. I know we spoke about, and if you're watching, you might notice this, a lot of golfers tend to start in the wrong order, right? They get club head, hands, then body, when in fact we want that to work a little different than that.
Yeah, for sure. One thing I want to stress is the swing, the idea of a swing is it's 2 directions. We swing the club back and we swing the club through. I don't like the idea of positions. I don't like the idea of really rehearsed, manipulated, manufactured motion. We want it to be fluid. We want it to be sort of one blended idea, that holistic concept of a swing, not pieces. It's the sum of a whole bunch of motion blended together. So the idea of the club head going first and then the hands and then the arms, now the body has done nothing and the club's way back here. So we're not engaged with our engine. Our body is going to add so much to help get the arms into motion in a very effortless way that we want to make sure we're using that to our full potential and not underutilizing a huge source of where our motion can come from. So to me, I think the sequence needs to feel a little different. And ultimately, when it feels the reverse of what we just talked about, as if the body could go first and then the arms and last the club. I know that looks really different, maybe a little unorthodox to what most people think about in the takeaway. This is what it might feel like is happening. When we do that with regular tempo and actually swing the club back and don't do it too slowly, it's ultimately going to produce a really connected one-piece takeaway look. So you don't have to worry that this is going to look weird or people are going to wonder what you're doing. It's not that. But the idea of it is definitely a little bit different than what a lot of people are worried about, thinking about, spending so much time and energy trying to practice putting the club in a spot. If you do this the way we're going to practice, the club will get to all the right spots, you'll get the width, the club face will be square. It's all taken care of. It's all taken care of.
That's so good. Before we even get into the ragdoll, the first part, I want to just reiterate that because it was so freaking important. Most all golfers, like if you're watching this and you struggle, odds are your sequence is in the wrong order. You go club head, hands, body, and that leads to bad things later on. You have to feel the opposite of that, body, hands, club head, so that when you actually swing, it'll be like at the same time. Like that's such a big, I love how you said that.
Thank you. Yeah, we want the arms to be patient and we want the arms and hands to be followers. We want to turn off the arms and hands to create this kind of hands-free swing idea. And that is what is a true swing. If I get my motion going back and forth, what started that motion? Did you notice? What started the motion?
I would say there's maybe a little gas pedal underneath that right foot.
Hey, yeah, like you see my feet moving around. So actually we got to kind of get some stuff going from the ground up. Let's just spend a moment. I mean, if you're staying there at home watching this, stand up, wiggle your toes, move around a little bit, get connected with the ground, not in a frozen kind of way, but in a dynamic way. Move your heels, kind of move weight around right and left, just kind of feel your connection to the ground. Drop your golf club for a second. And then what I want you to do is put your hands on your shoulders and just simply kind of move right and left, take turns lifting each heel, get the torso rotating a little bit back and forth. Feel these nice little body turns. This is gonna be the foundational move that is basically your body pivot. This is the engine of your golf swing. Then add the arms in. Remember those kind of just nice dead arms that can hang and fall in front of us? We did in another video together, right? So we wanna just get the feet moving and notice how the arms naturally, if I let them, they just start swinging. And now I'm gonna go bigger. I'm gonna add some more energy. I'm gonna step on the gas, step on the gas, and all of a sudden energy builds. Guess where the arms go? Higher, farther up around my body, because I'm adding momentum. So you know what we call this? The momentum move.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so we go step on the gas, that drives the hips and the torso back. And notice the speed at which I'm doing this. It's a bit swift. It's not slow. I can't do it slow and create any momentum. It has to get going. So this is a back swing. That's why it's not a takeaway. We have to get some momentum and energy building in the back swing if we want a two-way swing. It's not a one-way swing, it's a two-way swing.
Yeah.
So with that, let's add the golf club, yeah?
Yep.
Should we go there next?
Yeah,
Should
please
show
do.
this both
And
together?
I think some of those, Erica, just like the starting from the ground up, having that little gas pedal.
Yep.
And so the club head, the shaft, and the arms are moving as a byproduct of the body creating motion, not the other way around. That's key.
Correct. You said it perfectly. What I would love, for golfers to do is feel that they could take their setup and whether you waggle, create some nice relaxed motion, get to a place where your pressure is on your lead side. So you unweight that back foot a little bit, maybe give a little air underneath that back heel. And that way you have a little room to step on to that heel and foot. Yep. And almost like you're priming that energy. And watch this. Do you see what just happened? Some people might call that a sway, but I think that's where momentum begins. Now the handle effectively looks like it's going backwards, almost like a little reverse lag.
Hello. That
blow your mind? Okay. And then from there, we're gonna then get that body turn going, which essentially just swings the arms back effortlessly. That gets everything naturally moving.
It's more like it's tossing or going back.
Yeah, dragging it back in a way, or like throwing the club back. I mean, if I made the same move and let go of the club, I might break a camera over there.
Yeah, right.
But that's where my energy is going. Why it doesn't continue to go that way is because of rotation, and that's what's going to throw the arms up and more over the shoulder. We're getting a circle happening here, right?
And as you're doing that, Erica, I know like that sort of first version, the ragdoll version of it that we did. And then I know with a lot of your students too, you would use some form of, a training aid like a rope.
Yep.
To be able to do. You want to start with the actual rope or the towel?
You know what? This is something everybody has at home, and then there's some graduated versions that we can use here. So take a nice long towel, tie a little knot at the end of it, let it drape onto the ground, and as you lay on the ground, it might just have it lay a little in front of your ball position out by your lead foot, and then try that move where we get the foot going, and then you'll just see how that kind of creates an opportunity to get the club back. And you're gonna have to play with this a little bit, but once you get it going, you'll actually get to a point where you can swing it high enough, it's gonna hit you over the shoulder. So I'm gonna do it for real this time. Here we go, ready? Step and swing back, step and swing through. And so you could just hold this like a golf club and kind of get it going around you. This is a great first feel of how to get the backswing started in the most simple way. We have to almost essentially get the body moving, because watch this. If I just lift my arms, it's really hard to get this thing swinging back in any kind of variation that looks like a golf swing, right? It's more of a lifting motion, a levering motion. So to swing it back, it has to come from a different place and a different kind of motion.
So I know one of the other pieces, Erica, too, our friend Martin Chuck, obviously just a maybe an upgraded version of the towel there that he did.
Yeah, I think the inspiration came from, essentially the idea that the golf club and our arms almost feel like a rope at some level, a weighted rope. And so whether you try this with a rope, or this is a great upgraded version of that, because basically this is kind of the rope, except it gives us a little bit more concrete feel in the hands like a golf club. All right, so you want to get this rope swinging. Again, don't just stand there and only use your hands and arms. You can see how it gets very unruly. So let's get it going and just swing, step on the gas, and then swing that thing back over your shoulder. Try to maintain just a nice soft, relaxed arm positions, because as you do that, you'll actually feel too, your arms slack out with this tool and with the rope. You create a nice wide looking circle and just get that energy going.
Yeah.
That's a swinging motion. That's a true swing right there.
I love that. I'm gonna hop in there. I'm gonna try some of the this with the last drill here too. So I think the stepping on the gas as you start your backswing motion is such an easy tactical thing for anyone to be able to go and play. And I think this drill, like a lot of these drills, it's like that can seem almost too easy and too simplistic, but when you do it and put it in motion and put it in your real swing, a lot of you are going to be amazed at how that gets you into spots along your motion that you've been trying to practice forever.
Yeah,
right?
You hit them, you get them automatically. Get them for free, as you like to say.
Get them for free. Instead of spending so much time trying to get the club in certain spots, you hit those within motion.
Yeah.
Now, I know as we go, we have the ragdoll, which is a nice way to do that. I think the rope drill is awesome too. And there's a way that I like in particular that I'm going to spend some time on too, which is this like push away drilling concept.
Yeah, so just simply add a golf ball there, another ball behind the ball that you're about to hit. So we're just going to place it right about there. Perfect. So now it's going to be tempting with this drill to want to use your hands to knock that ball away back along the target line, but I want you to really resist the urge and leave that club head on the ground. Show me, pop that right heel up a little bit, and now as you step down onto it, let your body feel like it's pulling back a little bit. Give me that nice body pivot back. See how the handle's rocking a little bit backwards in space? And then as you get to that moment, start to turn your torso, and this club will just drag back away naturally. The idea is to push that ball away on the target line, but pretty swiftly so that it rolls back actually several yards. Because if you do it too slowly, it's not going to roll away anywhere.
So I'm not doing this, you're saying. I'm not going here like this. This is what I would see a lot of my students do. They go, whoop.
Yep.
Right?
Exactly.
No body motion at all.
Exactly.
So it's the body, get the gas pedal going, get the body motion going. That is moving as like a byproduct.
Right. You almost want to drag the club away as a feeling you could have. So
again, just to reiterate, most golfers go club head, hands, body. We want to feel like we go body, hands, club head, and when you do that and actually swing, that'll probably all be kind of in a perfect spot along the motion. Right into a good takeaway. Yeah, there's no rush to need to hinge your wrist. That's going to happen automatically as you swing back. That one felt better. Yeah, that looked good. So if I were to do that in terms of doing a drill, and I start to get this feel, I've got the rope going, I've got the body, the hands, the club head going along for the ride, and then as I'm practicing this, because that's the easiest way to start the swing. From there, at this point, I'm just kind of letting it go. Yeah, we're not worried about follow through at all. You're setting yourself up with a really good wind-up pattern and sequence that you're going to then basically unwind. And but let it go. Let it just be natural. So I'm going to try and feel the same things. That felt body, hands, arms, and I bet too, if we look at that in reality, that was probably closer to like one I thought it looked super quiet on the takeaway with what your hands and arms were doing, and you allowed your body to lead the way. Yeah, and it's sort of like some of the other videos we did, Erica, with this hands-free and effortless and taking the tension away. Every time I do the drill that you show me, it feels really good and easy, even though like I feel like my body's working different than normal. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's so important that when you swing, you are surrendering and leaning into this feeling of allowing the club to move back, allowing the arms to go more naturally, and really allowing momentum to do its job. Leveraging momentum and leveraging gravity as natural forces that are there to help you create this natural swing. I mean, that's what we're after when we talk about a true swing. Love it, Erica. Awesome as per normal. I do really like this from Martin Chuck, Tour Striker Impact. We'll put a link down in the description down below if you want to grab one of these. You could use a towel or a normal rope as well, but love this down below. This is the easiest, most reliable way to start your swing. Stop spending so much time trying to get the positions correct, create a natural motion. Erica, thank you. That was great. Thank you. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's videos. I had a blast doing those with Erica. Like I mentioned, her true swing sequence I think is awesome. I watched all the videos and they were absolutely killer. Not only do you get an unbelievable deal, I mean, 47 bucks for that, come on, but you get unbelievable bonuses as well. There's her on-course program. You get unlimited swing reviews, so Erica and her team can guide you through step-by-step this entire process. That's ridiculous. And also her mental game program and live Q&A. And not only do you get all of that included with the program, you also get a 365-day money-back guarantee. So there's literally no risk here for you to try this. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. We're gonna put the link in the first link in the description down below. You won't regret trying it out.